For Pacifica Radio, I'm Christina Onnested. President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden are set to visit Buffalo, New York today to show solidarity with the community after a white supremacist opened fire at a supermarket in the black community, killing 10 people. It's the deadliest racist attack since Biden took office last year, and another manifestation of the bigotry he's vowed to confront while running for president. Biden said it was a 2017 white supremacist rally in Charlottesville, Virginia, and then President Donald Trump's ambivalent reaction to it that drove him to run for president. He plans to visit a memorial in Buffalo this morning before meeting with victims' families. Monday, family members of the slain and civil rights attorney Ben Crump spoke out about the shooting.
What happened on Saturday was an act of domestic terrorism, and we have to define it as such. We can't sugarcoat it. We can't try to explain it away, talking about mental illness. No, this was an act of domestic terrorism.
According to detailed diary entries, 18-year-old Peyton Gendron appears to have posted on the Discord online chat platform he planned as far back as November to stage a live-streamed shooting rampage on African Americans, practiced shooting from his car, and scouted the store hours from his home before the attack. Media reports say the father of the alleged 18-year-old white gunman gave him one of the weapons seized by police. Authorities say he planned to attack a second location after the supermarket, but that plan was thwarted when a retired black policeman shot him, and he ultimately surrendered to police. Buffalo Mayor Byron Brown is joining the call for gun control, but that's not the only change the city's African-American mayor is calling for.
The availability of guns in this country needs to change. People spreading hate through the internet and indoctrinating people in the ways of hate needs to change. The lack of services for people with mental health issues needs to change.
Authorities say Gendron had a 180-page document filled with racist statements that cited the Great Replacement, a right-wing conspiracy theory that liberal politicians are trying to replace white voters to advance a political agenda. It's been promoted by right-wing pundits like Tucker Carlson and the third highest-ranking House Republican, Elise Stefanik, who, according to the Washington Post, had paid for Facebook ads promoting the replacement theory in previous elections. The shooting marks a deadly weekend, including mass shootings in California, a Texas flea market, and an entertainment district in Milwaukee. According to the Gun Violence Archives, there's been 202 mass shootings across the country this year. Taiwan's president has condemned the shooting, and a lawmaker in the country questioned whether Chinese propaganda was a motivating factor in the violence at a California church Sunday. Authorities say a Chinese gunman raised in Taiwan and a U.S. citizen was motivated by political hatred against Taiwan when he opened fire at a Southern California Taiwanese church Sunday, killing 1 and wounding 5 others. 68-year-old David Chow, a citizen, is set to appear in state court today on suspicion of murder and attempted murder. A federal hate crimes investigation is also ongoing. It comes as tensions between China and Taiwan are at the highest in decades. More than 265 Ukrainian fighters, including some who were badly wounded, were evacuated Monday from a steel plant in the destroyed city of Mariupol and taken to areas under Russian control. Other fighters remain inside the ruins of the fortified mill that sprawls over 4 square miles. Russia called it a mass surrender. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky hailed the troops' efforts to thwart off Russian soldiers for as long as they did. His comments were translated by Al Jazeera.
Thanks to the actions of the Ukrainian military, the International Committee of the Red Cross and the UN, we hope that we will be able to save the lives of our guys. There are severely wounded soldiers among them. They've been given care. I want to stress that Ukraine needs Ukrainian heroes alive. That's our principle. I think that any reasonable person will understand these words. The work continues to return our guys home, and this work requires delicacy and time.
Ukrainian officials say an exchange will be worked out for their return home. Mariupol's fall would give Russia an unbroken land bridge to the Crimean Peninsula, which it annexed from Ukraine in 2014, and also deprives Ukraine of a vital port. It could also free up Russian forces for fighting elsewhere in the industrial heartland of eastern Ukraine. President Joe Biden will host leaders of Sweden and Finland at the White House for a meeting Thursday as the two nations seek to join NATO in the wake of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The Biden administration is offering 8 free additional COVID-19 tests to the public. The website for requesting the free tests is accepting a third round of orders, according to an announcement from the White House today. The White House says 350 million tests have been shipped so far. The president is committed to making 1 billion at-home tests available to the public free of charge. Congressional Democrats are considering a bill that seeks to crack down on high fuel prices and alleged price gouging by energy companies. The House Rules Committee held a hearing on the Consumer Fuel Price Gouging Prevention Act Monday. It would allow the president to declare an energy emergency that would make it unlawful for energy companies to price their products in a so-called excessive or exploitative manner. I'm Christina Onnested, reporting for Pacifica Radio.